A recent study shows that 28% of women in America are single. That's roughly 40 million women just in the US right now who are looking for love and struggling to find it. And I know that a lot of you single ladies may respond, well, I'm not looking for love, Ismael. I'm okay by myself for now. And this is the response that I hear from some women in my own family. And then I catch them on a Sunday watching The Notebook or Titanic for the 50th time. And all I see is someone who wants to experience a loving relationship but has decided to play it safe, stay in their comfort zone and not experience the rejection, disappointment or hurt that comes with dating and meeting potential partners. My name is Ismael Gomez. I'm a coach, writer, and speaker, and I'm here to tell you ladies that you've been given bad information about dating your entire life. You've been told that it's up to a man to go after you, that a woman's job is just to sit back and the rest will take care of itself. But what happens if the man that you want hasn't noticed you yet? Or what if you meet a great guy that checks every item on your personal love list, but he ends up choosing another woman because you didn't show that you were interested? What if the reason that you're still single is because you don't understand how to make a man truly fall for you? Well, I think that calls for a discussion of 5 charming ways to make a guy fall for you. And notice I said charming, not manipulative, okay? So let's begin. For number 1, we have always leave him wanting more. This phrase often holds a negative connotation, but it's not about intentionally keeping someone at arm's length or playing mind games. You want to give him something to look forward to, something to miss, so that when you're apart, you're all he thinks about. So how do you do this? Simple. Always be the one who ends the interactions first. If you're texting or talking on the phone, be the first one that says, "Good night, I have to go." Or if you're on a date, be the first one that says, "Hey, I enjoyed meeting you tonight. Can you please take me home now?" And I know that for many of you, your anxiety will skyrocket when you do this, thinking that, what if he loses interest? Ismael, what if he doesn't call me tomorrow? But I promise you, if he loses interest, it's because he saw that it was going to take work to get to know you, and he wants something that is easy. And I hope that you're the type of woman who doesn't want a man that only wants easy things in life. For number 2, we have challenge him in fun ways. A man should feel like you're a prize that he has to work for, but not in the way that he works to earn his living, right? You still want to keep it light and fun. A little bit of teasing goes a long way. In conversation, playfully challenge his ideas. And as an example, watch this classic scene from When Harry Met Sally.
How do you know?
I mean, how do I know I know?
Because they...
Yes, because they...
How do you know that they're really...
What are you saying? That they fake orgasm?
It's possible.
Get out of here.
Why? Most women at one time or another have faked it.
Well, they haven't faked it with me.
Now, I know that this is a movie, so it's exaggerated compared to real life, but in this movie, Harry falls madly in love with Sally because of conversations like this, where she's always challenging him in a playful manner. Another way to embrace this is to teach him a new skill, something that he may not be naturally good at. I had a date once where this girl took me ice skating, and at that point, I had never done it, so I fell a couple of times while she was teaching me. And we had a great time, and I noticed that she was very patient and caring while showing me something that was completely unfamiliar to me. The best relationship advice that I've ever received came from this old lady that I met once. She had been married over 50 years, so I was interested to know what she had to say. She told me that never choose a partner based on the fun moments, but rather on the difficult moments that you share together. Those moments when it's boring, those moments when there's conflict, when there's a crisis. And what I've seen is that most people usually choose their partners based on the good times and they ignore everything else. For number 3, we have never pressure him. Imagine you have to spend an entire day with handcuffs on, okay, in a small room with a low ceiling. Sounds awful, right? That's what it can feel like when you're dating a person that holds on too tight, always pressuring you into commitment, asking you questions like, what are we doing here, right? Always remember this, ladies. A man needs to feel free to choose, and that he's choosing you because you're the best option. If you give him space and let him arrive at that conclusion organically, he'll want you even more because of it. Think about it this way. If I were to tell you, hey, you can only have vanilla ice cream, nothing else. And the next day, I see you at an ice cream shop and I come up to you and say, hey, remember, you cannot have any other flavor, just vanilla. Eventually, you will feel like, man, I'm kind of being forced to like vanilla, right? So what you want him to feel is, man, I can have whatever flavor I want, but after trying vanilla, I can tell that this is the best that I ever had and will continue to have from now on. Now, quick side note, this does not mean that you wait around for 12 months while he tries to decide if he wants to commit or not. Number 4, dress better than him. Men love when a woman has a sense of fashion and unique style that matches her personality. And I know that you might think that this is a bit superficial, but let's be honest, ladies, we all want to be physically attracted to our partners. So if you can choose outfits that enhance your natural beauty as much as possible, that can be quite effective. Also, different outfits provide visual stimulation, keeping your partner visually engaged. You know, this can prevent boredom and complacency in the relationship, making it more fun and exciting. And always keep this in mind. The same way that you expect a man to be stronger and more physically capable than you, he will expect you to have a better taste than him when it comes to fashion and aesthetics. Finally, number 5, make him feel powerful. You probably heard me say here on the channel that just as a woman wants a man to make her feel beautiful and special, a man wants a woman who makes him feel powerful. Now, let me explain that this does not mean, ladies, that you need to put him on a pedestal and constantly feed his ego. Maybe you've had relationships in the past where you gave everything you had to a man and still he walked away. But here's the catch. Do you know what's the number one thing that makes a man feel powerful? It's knowing that he has a powerful woman next to him. A man truly respects you when you respect yourself first. And one of the best ways to show your power is to always stick to your words and boundaries. For example, if you say, hey, I don't kiss on a first date, and then you end up kissing him on the first date, then anything that you say after that, he will not longer believe you. And if you ever feel the urge to express something, but you fear that it might lead to conflict with him, here's what I want you to understand. A man will always choose a woman that knows when to say no rather than one who always says yes. That's one of the most valuable statements that you should always remember. Alright ladies, so now that you understand how to make a man fall for you with your charm and smarts, I hope that you can use these skills to help find a man that lights up your life. Remember to forget the gimmicks and a lot of these mind games of dating advice that you see online. Be yourself, communicate openly, and build a connection that is rooted on mutual respect and shared values. Alright, so that's it for today, ladies. Thanks so much for subscribing to my channel. I'm glad that you chosen me to learn about love, dating, and relationship dynamics because like I always say, for your relationships to change, you need to change. Have a beautiful day.